Okay, Billy. I talked about this a long time ago and deals with the paranormal realm. This field here is where I think I ran into that entity called the Old Hag Entity, and really had some bad visitations. There's a fire pit over there, and there seems to be satanic symbols in that area as well. And I believe there's a big community of Hmong people that come down here as well. And I believe that entity is part of their culture as well. So whether or not it was conjured or not, but this was the field. And I know I'm not going to do that again. I was down here and I knew something was out there. I kind of challenged it, and that's when I started having issues. And you can look up that information on the internet. It's called the Old Hag Entity. And there are a lot of evil things in this world, and that is one of them. And I had first-hand encounters back at my apartment for a while, and it's very scary. We'll have to talk about that again sometime. This is another view of that paranormal encounter area that I experienced a long time ago. It's this field right here. The creek runs around it, and then there's a fire pit I'll show you in a second. Very distinctive sensation. There's something standing right about there. And finding out I'm a spiritual sensitive, I pretty much picked up on it. I didn't know what I was dealing with, and had consequences to that for weeks after I had that encounter. And found out it was something they consider called the Old Hag Entity. And it's very intimidating, very scary to have it when it attacks you and that sort of thing.
They got your shoes.
Yeah, they recently painted over this. There was a lot of markings on this boulder here, so I can't show you today.
Where are you going?
So if the rituals were done here, I can see why that entity was out here. And it was right here in this area. It was on the other side when I sensed it. Right here. I think you can almost hear it. Could be Hmong music because the Hmongs are fishing down here. Forgive me if I can't pronounce that right. If it's Hmong or Hmong. Another wonderful people that came through this country years ago during the Vietnam War and so forth. So they spent a lot of time down here fishing. And I think the satanic worshiping they were doing here, such a sensitive thing that people do that, created or caused that entity to be where it was here. If I would have known what it was, I wouldn't have challenged it. That's what I did. Being a spiritual sensitive, I knew it was something was there, but didn't know till a couple nights later at my apartment. I started having encounters. I'm going to say, waking up in the middle of the night and something was on top of my chest, and it had old hag type hair and a very weathered face. And it was causing me not to breathe. And it was looking at me, and his face was going back and forth like this real fast. And then would look out the window and look back down on me and do the same thing. It was very scary. I had those encounters for about 2 or 3 weeks after that. So I've spiritually cleansed my apartment, and I will not do that anymore. you're a psychic medium or spiritual sensitive, when you sense stuff like what I did over in this area, I didn't know what I was dealing with, so it was kind of my fault. I did have my crow friend visit for a short time, but he just left again. But still, it doesn't feel right in this area. As a spiritual sensitive, I kind of noticed something is askew when I'm in this area.